Hello everyone, welcome to Miss Lee's class. Today we're going to start learning ratios, rate, and percent. So today's lesson, we're going to learn 2-term and 3-term ratio. So we're gonna use models and diagrams to investigate ratios. So I want you to look at the picture here. So how many basketballs do I have here? So let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 basketballs. So write it down. We have 7 basketballs. And how many golf balls do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 golf balls. And how many tennis balls? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tennis balls. Okay, in total, how many balls do we have? We have 20 balls in total. Alright, then part to whole ratio. So we're going to find the ratio of basketball to all the balls. So we are going to represent that using 2-term ratio. So how many basketballs do we have? We have 7 basketballs and the total number of balls, 20. So let's write it down. 2-term ratio will be 7 to 20. So this is how you represent this using the 2-term ratio. Okay, fraction. The fraction will be 7 out of 20. 7 over 20. This means you have 7 basketball out of 20 balls in total. Alright? Okay, percent. To represent this using a percent, you're going to change this fraction to a decimal. Okay, then let's use a calculator. 7 over 20, this division bar is same as division. So we're going to hit 7 divided by 20. And that is 0.35. So 0.35. If you change this to a fraction, that will be 35%. Okay, so you can simply move 2 decimal places and put percent sign if you want to change, convert from a decimal to a percent. All right. Okay, part to part ratio. So the ratio of golf balls to tennis balls. So how many golf balls do we have? 5. How many tennis balls do we have? 8. Okay, so that will be 5 to 8. And can we change this to a fraction? We cannot. So we cannot write this ratio in fraction or percent because the ratio is not comparing one part to the whole. So in this case, this was part to whole ratio. So we could say there's 7 basketballs out of 20 balls. But this is a part to part ratio. You're comparing the number of golf balls and the number of tennis balls. So you cannot change this to a fraction. And you cannot change this to a percent. All right. 3-term ratio to compare the 3 types of balls. Okay, what is the ratio of golf balls, tennis balls, and basketball? Golf balls, 5, tennis ball, 8, and basketball, 7. 5 to 8 to 7. So this is the answer. Okay. So what's important here is you can only change part to whole ratio to fraction and percent. You cannot change part part-to-part ratio to fraction and percent. Okay? Let's move on. Express these ratio in their simplest form. 2 to 10. Everyone, when you have 2 to 10, you have to think about the common factors. So one number can divide both 2 and 10. I would choose 2. Let's divide both number by 2. Then, what's 2 divided by 2? That's 1. What's 10 divided by 2? That's 5. So the answer is 1 to 5. This is how you make the ratios to the simplest form. Alright? 80 to 20. So what number would you use to make this to be the simplest form? I'm going to divide both number by 20. Okay? So what's 80 divided by 20? That is 4. What's 20 divided by 20? That is 1. Okay. 13 to the 1. This one looks like just the simplest form. There's no number to divide. So that is 13 to 1. Next one, I have 6 meters and 6 meter to 30 centimeter. So before you start solving this, you have to think about if they have the same unit. Do they have the same unit? No, they do not. Then we have to change those to be the same unit. So how can you change it? Can you change meter, 6 meter, to a centimeter? So 6 meter is the same as how many centimeters? That is 600 centimeter to 30 centimeter. So don't forget to change the unit. You have to use the same unit. Okay? Okay, 600 to 30. So what number would you use to divide both numbers? I'm going to choose 30. Alright? Then 600 divided by 30. That is 20. And 30 divided by 30. That is 1. So the answer is 20 to 1. Okay, and 1.5 to 1. So we don't want to have a decimal number in ratios. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both number by 2. So 1.5 times 2 is 3, and 1 times 2 is 2. So that is 3 to 2. Alright everyone, I want you to pause the video and try F and G by yourself. So they don't have the same unit. You have to make the same unit and make them to be the simplest form. Alright everyone? Okay, let's do it together. 10 minutes and 4 hours. So we're going to change 4 hours to a minute. So 4 hour is how many minutes? That is 240 minutes. Alright? So 10 to 240. And what number are you going to use? So let's divide both number by 10. So 1, 2, 24 is the answer. Okay, 4 to 12 to 6. What number would you use to divide those three numbers? I'm going to choose 2. And that will be 4 divided by 2 is 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So 2 to 6 to 3 is the answer. Alright, everyone? Okay, let's move on. Example 2. Okay, we're gonna find the ratio of triangles to square. So how many triangles do you have here? And how many squares do you have here? That is 4 to 3. What about this one? The ratio of the triangles to square. How many triangles do you have here? That is 8. And how many squares do you have here? That is 6. If you simplify it, this one and this one should be the same ratio. So 4 to 3, 8 to 6 are called equivalent ratios. So an equivalent ratio can be formed by multiplying or dividing the terms of a ratio by the same number. So you can just simply multiply 2 to make 8 to 6, or you can just divide 8 to 6 by 2 to make 4 to 3. So they're equivalent. Okay, example 3. Write 3 ratios equivalent to 2 to 5. So I want you to pause the video and find 3 equivalent ratios. Go ahead, everyone. Alright, have you guys tried it? Let's do it together. 2 to 5. 2 to 5 is 4 to 10. If you multiply both number by 2, that becomes 4 to 10. Or if you multiply both numbers by 3, what do you get? 6 to 15. If you multiply the numbers by 4, what do you get? 8 to 20. Or you can just even multiply both number by 10, and that becomes 20 to 50. And you can even multiply bigger number like 1,000, 100. Okay? So you can find infinitely many equivalent ratio by multiplying numbers to this ratio, right? Okay, next, write 3 ratios equivalent to 36 to 6. Again, I want you to pause the video and solve this problem. Alright, let's do it together. 36 to 6. So you can multiply or divide. So this time I'm going to just divide it. So let's divide both number by 2. Then what do you get? 36 divided by 2 is 18. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay, then let's divide both numbers by 3. Then I get 12. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And let's divide both number by 6. Then I get 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. Or you can even multiply times by 2. Times by 2. Then that will be 72 to 12. So there will be infinitely many equivalent ratio to 36 to 6. Alright, hope you guys understood how to find equivalent ratio and how to simplify the ratios, alright? So that is it for this lesson, everyone. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.